You're listening to the Core Factors audio library, spoken versions of Core Factors articles and research. This piece is titled, How Type Elements Helps Leaders Recognize and Reduce Burnout. The following narration preserves the original content and context of the written article.
How Type Elements Helps Leaders Recognize and Reduce Burnout. The Rising Challenge of Burnout in Leadership. Burnout among leaders is on the rise. Long hours, high-pressure decision-making, and constant adaptation to organizational demands are placing sustained strain on those in leadership roles. While many leaders possess the drive and ambition necessary for success, that same drive can contribute to overcommitment and chronic stress if it is not managed intentionally. A 2025 trend survey by Blanchard HR and Learning and Development identifies leadership well-being as a critical factor in career sustainability. The findings emphasize that organizations must provide tools that help leaders recognize early signs of burnout and develop effective coping strategies. At the center of these solutions is self-awareness. Understanding one's cognitive preferences, stress responses, and recovery mechanisms is essential for maintaining long-term leadership effectiveness. By leveraging insights from type elements, leaders can better understand their stress triggers and develop personalized strategies to manage workload, reduce burnout, and sustain performance over time. Recognizing burnout. Understanding personality-based stress. Triggers. When leaders operate outside their natural preferences for extended periods without recovery, mental fatigue and emotional depletion often follow. Over time, this strain can erode focus, decision quality, and overall effectiveness. Understanding how personality preferences influence stress responses is essential for designing preventative strategies. Type Elements helps identify these patterns before burnout becomes entrenched. Whole type example: ENTJ and ISFJ stress responses. ENTJ leaders often thrive in goal-oriented environments where they can strategize, direct action, and drive results. Under sustained pressure, they may take on increasing responsibility and raise expectations for themselves and others, intensifying stress through overextension. ISFJ leaders, by contrast, often focus heavily on supporting others and maintaining stability. Over time, this outward focus can lead to emotional fatigue if recovery and boundary setting are neglected. By recognizing these tendencies, organizations can provide ENTJ leaders with structured recovery periods and remind ISFJ leaders to prioritize self-care and limits alongside their commitment to others. Key subscales driving stress management and resilience. The subscales within type elements offer deeper insight into how leaders respond to pressure and manage ongoing demands. Understanding these preferences allows practitioners to support leaders in recognizing stress triggers and adopting strategies that preserve energy and focus. Produced by Organized Perception and produced by Emergent Methods. Organized perception reflects a preference for clarity, defined expectations, and structured plans. Leaders with this preference often experience stress when priorities shift frequently or when ambiguity persists. For example, a team lead may feel overwhelmed managing multiple loosely defined initiatives without sufficient prioritization or closure. Emergent Methods reflects a preference for fluid, adaptive problem solving. Leaders with this orientation may feel energized by dynamic environments but experience stress in highly regulated or tightly controlled settings. A creative leader, for instance, may feel stifled by micromanagement or excessive procedural constraints. Outcome focus and process focus. Outcome-focused leaders are driven by results and achievement. Stress often builds when progress stalls, goals are delayed, or success depends heavily on external variables. A results-driven manager may persist through exhaustion when momentum slows or metrics become unclear. Process-focused leaders emphasize collaboration and thoughtful engagement. Compressed timelines or limited opportunities for team input can create tension. For example, A leader may feel sidelined or frustrated when decisions are made rapidly without inclusive dialogue. Criterion-based and values-based choices. Criterion-based leaders rely on data, structure, and objective standards to guide decisions. They may feel unsettled when navigating emotionally complex situations without clear metrics for resolution. Leading through interpersonal conflict can be particularly stressful without measurable outcomes. Values-based leaders prioritize harmony, empathy, and cohesion. While they often excel in relational leadership, they may become overextended when absorbing emotional complexity without adequate boundaries. A leader may internalize team stress, leading to emotional fatigue over time. Personality formations and sustainable stress management. Personality formations within type elements offer insight into how leaders manage prolonged stress and recover from it. These dimensions reflect both current tendencies and areas where additional support can strengthen resilience. General perseverance style. This dimension reflects how persistently a leader works through challenges. High perseverance leaders often push forward with determination, even when conditions warrant reassessment. Their resilience is valuable, but it can mask early signs of exhaustion. Low perseverance leaders may disengage sooner when obstacles persist or ambiguity increases. They often benefit from structured support and clear progress markers. Practitioner guidance includes using structured self-check-ins for high perseverance leaders and scaffolding tasks with affirmation for those with lower perseverance. Believed ability to succeed. This dimension reflects a leader's confidence in their capacity to succeed under pressure. High belief in success supports optimism and composure in demanding environments. However, leaders may overlook personal limits or delay recovery in pursuit of results. Low belief in success may surface as hesitation or self-doubt, particularly in unfamiliar or high-stakes situations. Practitioners can reinforce confidence through small wins, reflective dialogue, and visible progress tracking. Level of adaptation. This dimension reveals how comfortably a leader navigates change and shifting expectations. High adaptation leaders pivot quickly and remain open to input, though they may overextend without reflection or boundaries. Low adaptation leaders often prefer predictability and clarity. Unexpected change or relational ambiguity can increase stress and reduce confidence. Support strategies include encouraging reflective routines for high adaptation leaders and introducing gradual change with clear frameworks for those with lower adaptation. Practical strategies for preventing leadership burnout. Organizations can take proactive steps to reduce leadership burnout. Develop personalized stress management plans. Tailor strategies based on cognitive preferences and personality formations, identifying stress triggers and recovery mechanisms. Implement peer support networks. Pair leaders with complementary preferences to promote shared problem-solving and stress management. Use real-time feedback loops. Regular check-ins, pulse surveys, and reflective sessions help identify early signs of burnout and allow timely adjustment of workload and expectations. Enhancing leadership sustainability through self-awareness. Organizations can sustain high-performing leadership pipelines by using insights from the core factors type elements assessment. Practitioners can explore contributing stress factors, support leaders with strategies aligned to their preferences, and design recovery plans that promote long-term well-being. With tailored stress management and real-time feedback, leaders gain the tools needed to remain effective, resilient, and engaged over time.
This concludes the audio version of this Core Factors article. You can read the full written version and explore related research at corefactors.com.